Welcome back to another episode of the Katrina Johnson Show. So happy to have you with me today. Remember to subscribe, share the podcast, leave comments. I would love to hear from you guys. Also, you can follow me online at katrinajohnson.online or on Instagram at I am Katrina Johnson. I thank you again for joining me, and let's get into the show. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of the Katrina Johnson Show. I am so grateful to have you as usual. We are ending this season's topic, what does it really mean to live your best life? And more specifically, you guys know I've been sharing what it means to me to live my best life. And today, as we end this season, I'm going to talk about being growth-minded. To be growth-minded is very key to me living my best life. So what does that mean? Several episodes prior, I spoke about growth mindset versus fixed mindset. And with a growth mindset, what makes that so important to me is the fact that I'm continually learning. I am continually thinking about being a better person overall. I don't believe that I will advance in life and become the best that I can be if I'm not constantly working on growing. And so it takes a mindset for that. There are people, believe it or not, that don't care to grow. I mean, they just, it's like status quo, or, they just, they're living their life every day. They're not doing very much in terms of serving, humanity, or, serving others. They're not learning. They're not, studying or learning anything new. They're just content with things as they are. Well, the other thing with that is that they don't believe that they can do anything different, that where they are is where they are. They don't have the mindset that they can make changes in their life. So it is what it is, so to speak, and they're happy with that, or so to speak, happy. But the growth mindset person says they want more out of life. They don't like status quo. They're willing to take chances. They do like challenges. And they just are interested in life in general, to serve others, to grow and expand their knowledge. So that's me. I don't know that I would be happy being any other way, to be honest with you. So maybe if I live to be 100, maybe it'll be time for me to just kind of settle in and relax. But each day I wake up, each day God gives me breath, I'm excited about life. I'm excited about what the next chapter in my life looks like. I'm excited about creating, being creative, and creativity, and just always doing something to make a difference in life. I don't like a boring life, and believe me, my life is not boring, and I can't tell you the last time I've been bored. I mean, seriously, I don't find time for boredom, which, I could rest a little bit more and take some time out for myself. But no, boredom is not part of my vocabulary. As far as I see it, there's always something to do. There's always something to do. Now, that probably wasn't true when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was probably as typical as any other child, bored and can't figure out nothing to do. But then I take that back, because when I was coming up, there wasn't video games. There weren't cell phones. We played games. We played outside. We played in the mud, hide and go seek, whatever. We had fun just socializing and engaging. Nowadays it's a little different. So I guess when kids get tired of being on the phone, watching YouTube, playing games on the phone, maybe they get bored. They don't understand that there's life beyond technology, right? But nevertheless, yes, my life is never boring. And part of that is because of my mindset and always being in growth mode. So if you are looking to live your best life and you are of the fixed mindset, it doesn't mean you have to stay that way. The question is, what do you want? What do you want out of life? If you're happy with that fixed mindset, well, then that's your business, right? But if you're not happy with a fixed mindset, or let me say this, if you're not happy with your life the way it is, if you do not see that you're growing and you're expanding, you're advancing, it could mean that you have a fixed mindset, and you can change that. It's just a matter of making a decision what you want and then taking the steps to get to the end goal. It is not something that is going to happen overnight. There's going to take some work, some reframing of your mind, but it is possible. And I truly believe that if we really want something bad enough and we desire it, it's just a really deep desire, then we'll get that thing that we want. We'll make those changes that we need to make. So if you are, again, that mindset of being fixed, and you want to change it, it starts with making that decision. If I think back, I'm sure there's some areas in my life where I've had fixed mindsets about different things. But overall, I've always been a person that have been pretty inquisitive, kind of open-minded about things, and love to learn. And I wouldn't say when I was in elementary, junior high, and high school, I loved education and school so much that I loved to learn, because by the time I was in my 12th grade year, I was ready to be done with high school. I was done. It was like I was ready to get out. But I think I've appreciated learning and education as I became an adult. I really appreciate it a lot more. So that is why I consider myself a lifelong learner. And I think having that type of attitude keeps you young, keeps you fresh, right? If I were of the mindset where I feel like I've learned everything, there is nothing else anybody could teach me or show me, or that I just not interested because I've lived my life now, I just want to chill and not, do anything, well, then the growth mindset would not be important to me. That would not be something that would be a key factor to me living my best life. But again, I don't think I could live my best life if I didn't have a growth mindset. Always learning, always wanting to learn. So this is another short one again, you guys. I don't think I can say any more about this topic. So I will end it here. And I hope that you guys got something out of this season's topic. What does living your best life really mean? And I hope that it's giving you a chance to look at your own life to determine, number one, are you living your best life? Number two, if you're not, what will you do in order to live your best life? I think it does start with, are you living your best life? And then determining what it is you need to do. But I guess more important more important than that is knowing what it is that defines living your best life. So my inspiration to you is always to live your best life and always stay inspired. Let's keep the conversation going by emailing me at katrina@katrinajohnson.online. That's katrina@katrinajohnson.online. So grateful that you joined me on this episode. Remember, information plus inspiration equals transformation. And until next time, stay inspired.